Welcome to the Land of Warriors board game. This is the instruction video that's going to explain how to play this amazing board game. The objective of the game is to be the last survivor and slay all other players. Another way to win this game is to collect all 8 gold gems or to collect all 4 chrome gems, and these are the only 3 ways you can win the game. In each sector of the map there is a jewel, which basically is gold, and each sector right here has 2 gold jewels, with the little wood section right here, the ocean, the desert, and the castle. Each have 2 gold gems, which basically give you health. And I'll explain the whole health thing in a little bit. But basically you can see how the chrome gems are outside of the main sections. The gold gems give you 1 health. You start out with 8 health in the game, so if you get a gem, it basically gives your max amount of health that you can possibly have up to 9. But if you get a chrome gem, it brings it up to 10 since it is worth 2 health. But if you lose a gem, basically if it is stolen with one of the special items in the game, you will go back down whatever that amount of gem is worth. The dice are stored in the dice bin right here, right inside next to the bank. So basically, when you take the dice out, you can basically roll them, obviously like any other dice. And obviously, if you get a 7, you move 7 studs, which is equivalent to 1 space. But if you do get doubles, you can move that amount of spaces right there, but then you also get another turn. And if you get more doubles after that, you just keep on going until you do not get doubles. On the map, there's currency, which is basically these little precious rings. And basically you can use them to spend on basically anything that you can find in the game, such as the pirate ship or the catapult. And those are the 2 places that you can spend your money in the game, which I will show you later once I move on to each individual section of the place. So we're going to move on to trading. Starting off trading in the game, you can see right here how there are 2 people in the starting area. If you want to start the game, you can just basically exit from this area right here once you roll, and also the youngest person goes first. So basically, if you want to trade in the game, you must enter this square of the dark gray tiles right here, and you are not allowed to betray them until you exit the middle square area, but you can trade items there if you want to. The sword can be found in the green fields of the ruined castle, and the sword does 3 damage to a player. You can use it from 5 studs away and can be used diagonally if you are within 5 studs of a player or monster. If a person is wearing armor, it only does 1.5 damage to the person you are attacking. Found inside the wooden fort of the Forgotten Wood people, the bow and arrow does 2.5 damage, but can be used from 12 studs away. This weapon can be used diagonally if it is still in a straight path. Arrows cannot be shot around walls. Your target can be diagonal, but the shot must be a straight path to the player or monster you are attacking. You can shoot above water, but not down from high areas or over walls. If a player is wearing armor, it does 1.25 damage, but basically we just kind of round that down to make it easier to 1. Found on the Viking docks of the Perilous Ocean, the hammer deals 4 damage and can break through any armor that a player is wearing. This weapon can be used from 5 blocks away, but cannot be used diagonally. Found inside the ancient pyramid, the dagger is a deadly weapon up close, dealing 6 damage. If there is armor, it deals 3 damage. The dagger can be used from 1 stud away and cannot be used diagonally. Don't get too close to whoever has this weapon. The first area we're going to take a look at is the castle. And basically you can see right here that the castle has 2 entrances and it has lots of walls in a grassy field area. And has a guardian dragon. The dragon does not like the number 6, so don't move too quickly on the green area on the map, or else the dragon will take away 2 health. Also, the items included in the green area are this little bone of invulnerability, which I will show you later, and the horn of harm, which is also an added weapon. And you do get the 2 gems like I explained earlier, and you can put some coins in there if you want to as well. The desert has a large, vast sand area with cacti, including a teleporter. In the desert, there are cacti with a special weapon, the Stick of Beating, inside of it. To check a cactus to see if it has a weapon, you must stand next to it with your player. Once checked, remove the cactus from the map. There's also basically just a vast desert area you can go around right here, and there is a huge pyramid. The pyramid has a removable roof right here, so you can get to the inside, leading to the weapon. And right around the weapon there is a bunch of lava, so you have to make your way around there to get to the weapon. You can see there are hieroglyphics around the walls, and on this side you can see is where the teleporter goes. The ocean has 2 entrances and a small island and a pirate ship with killer frogs. The pirate ship allows you to hire a killer frog. He will add 2 damage to any attack you make to a player. Frogs cannot attack zombies though. He deals 2 damage, no diagonal hits, and hits from 3 studs away. Once he dies, he goes into the bank bin. The frog dies once you die as well. If a frog has been attacked separately from a person, he has 5 health. You can see the boat right here in the area is basically where you buy the frogs from on this little stud right here. Moving to the island where the palm tree is, where there is a little gold type of gem there. And moving over here, you can see there is a key, which I will explain later as well. And here is where the frogs are in the little frog bin area, if you want to get those. And these are the 2 entrances leading into the ocean right here. The wood fort is the brown area with 2 entrances and a death catapult. The catapult of death costs 1 currency and can be used as many times as you want. You can try to hit another player. If successful, it is a 1-hit kill no matter what your armor or potion / upgrades have. You can also launch yourself for 1 currency. It is a quick way to get out of the wood fort. If you fire yourself outside the map, you have died and fallen into the endless abyss. And also taking a look around the wood fort, there are the 2 entrances right here and then right here. And you can go through and get some currency. There's the bow and arrow, which I explained earlier. There's the Stunt of Stealing, which I have not explained yet, which I will explain. And there is also the Compass of Time. The bat fort is a small area, and it also has a bat that can help you. He will fly any player as much as needed. The gold bar is the same as any regular currency, but is worth 3 instead of 1. And there is also a chrome jewel inside of here as well. And the bat will take you to any 3 of the gray stud points. Right here next to the castle you can see the gray stud, which it can fly you to. It can fly you to the desert right here next to this cactus, and it can also fly you to this ocean stud right next to the docks. The graveyard has a locked door with a key somewhere in the ocean, but once inside there is treasure. Once it is unlocked, anyone can enter the area. Once unlocked, you remove the gold door and put it in the bank bin. Make sure to tell these poor souls to rest in peace. The mushroom forest does not include much, but does include a great source of travel to the desert, which is the teleporter right here, right next to the wood fort. The teleporter has arches with unknown magic involved, which basically leads over to this teleporter right here. The High Sky Castle is located right next to the desert and can only be accessed by the hidden stairs of the desert, which basically are accessed by going around the map on the very edge leading up to the binoculars of knowledge, which are a very good item, which I'll explain later. So it is one of the most highly valued items in the game. Moving on to the zombies. The zombie can move 4 spaces when he's chasing someone per turn. He deals 2 damage and has 6 health. Frogs cannot damage zombies, nor zombies damage frogs. Zombies cannot enter the main area such as the desert, the ocean, the wood fort, or the castle, but can enter places such as the mushroom forest, the bat fort, the graveyard. The dragon is the second monster in the game, and hates the number 6. If you roll the number 6, he will take away 2 health, and it only pertains to the green castle area. The Stunt of Stealing allows you to take 1 item from someone on the map, but you cannot steal weapons. The Binoculars of Knowledge allow you to add 6 to your roll each turn, and can be used with other items to add to your roll. The Helmet of Protection allows weapons to only do half as much damage to you as they normally do. The Stick of Beating knocks out an opponent for 3 turns and can be found in a cactus in the desert. The stick does no damage, and whoever is attacked by the stick cannot be hurt during their absence. You can see how they will be knocked out for 3 turns during their absence, but cannot be attacked during that time. The Eye of Control allows you to roll for another player on a turn, and you choose where they move after you roll for their player. This can only be used once, and you cannot steal weapons, frogs, crystals, or the Key of Lost Souls when you use it. The Horn of Harm adds an extra 2 damage to how much damage your weapon normally deals, for the rest of the game as long as you have it. The Bone of Health makes you invulnerable for 2 turns, but can be only used once in the game. The Compass of Time allows you to add 3 spaces to every turn you take. The Potion of Strength gives you double damage on your weapon for 2 turns. The Key of Lost Souls unlocks the graveyard. The key also gives you an extra space each turn, but once you unlock the graveyard, you do not get an extra space to each turn when you roll. Moving on to our additional rules, monsters such as zombies cannot enter the gray stud areas where the bats land. If you die, your frogs also die. If you get killed by another player, you can collect the player that killed you collects your items. But if a monster kills you, he collects your items. But you can kill the monster to take the items that he killed the player for. You cannot damage if you don't have a weapon, so collect one quickly. You can move and attack on the same roll. If two players are fighting and each of them have the same amount of frogs, they all cancel out. If you buy something from the bank or the pirate ship or anywhere you can buy something, the coin goes into the bank. But if you buy something that is an item, or if you use an item that can only be used once, you put it in the bank bin. A paper for recording your items and health is highly recommended. Zombies cannot damage frogs, nor frogs can damage zombies. This game ranges from 2 to 4 players. If you need better access to the pyramid, the roof is removable. If you are killed by the dragon, your items cease to exist after you die, so put them in the bank bin after you're killed by the dragon. So that's basically it for this instructional video. If you want to make this game, go ahead and make it. And once you do play it, happy killing.